Capture a sales forecast IBP web reporting. Using IBP to capture the sales forecast. Process. Disclaimer, this is the standard IBP process for capturing the sales forecast, but additional key figures can be easily added or changed. Step one is to have the sales rep enter the sales rep quantity. They will enter at an aggregated level and disaggregate to the correct product location customer level automatically. Then the sales manager quantity can be updated, which would override the sales rep's quantity, and this could be easily compared to other values, for example, marketing, finance, and constrained. And then finally, we have the consensus demand quantity, using the sales rep and the sales manager quantity for informational purposes or to have alerts to compare when they're significantly different. This can be used, the consensus demand quantity is used as an input to downstream consensus demand and S&OP processes, and it is automatically synced. A user navigates to IBP via their browser. Single sign-on would automatically sign them in. The user would get a shortcut to jump to the planning view, or they can navigate to a list of planning views that they have been assigned. So we're just going to click on this tile. This planning view is by brand and sub-brand, but any attribute that the user has security access to is available to them. As of this video, there are more than 250 attributes or groupings that data can be rolled up to individually or in combination. This planning view has the key figures that are relevant to a sales rep. So the consensus demand quantity we talked about earlier, along with the sales forecast quantity, the sales forecast revenue, the sales manager's forecast quantity and revenue, the stat forecast, and the sales uplift quantity. But again, any key figure that the user has access to is available to use. The data is displayed in months, but it can be weeks, quarters, or years as well. Here we have edited this key figure. The others are not directly editable by the user and are there for informational purposes only. Since it's not yet saved, it's highlighted in blue. By clicking Save, the other key figures are recalculated. In this example, the sales forecast quantity updated the sales forecast revenue by multiplying the planned price, which was already maintained by finance or a planner. Also notice how the sales manager forecast quantity and revenue has been pre-populated with the sales forecast quantity, but later the sales manager can override the entry, keeping the changes separate. By far the most challenging aspect of sharing data between different groups is making sure that the data is in sync with each other. Be aware that even though you are viewing this data at the brand and sub-brand level, it is stored at a very granular product, location, customer, ship to level, which means no more reconciling between a product group down to the product. It's done automatically when you hit save. You can also see here that this planning view has been assigned to one or more specific user groups. So as people change roles, there is no additional maintenance. We're going to click here now and show you how you can quickly change the planning view if you have access to do so. This section allows you to change pretty much everything about the planning view. Which version of the data you wish to use. Typically it's the base version. Which time period and type of bucket, for example, weeks or months. Which attributes you can use in what order. Again, we're about 250 attributes right now. And finally, which key figures you can use and what order you want them in. If you page down, you can also change what unit of measure to use. Whether you want to see or change the planning notes. These are notes that the user can enter explaining the reason for their change. Very important, change the planning filter on the data. In this case, the view was made to filter only on the relevant products for a specific sales rep. And finally, who you want to share this planning view with. Best practice is to share with groups and not users typically. And one more note, this data is real time. Once a change is saved, it's available to the other users instantly. Many times some of this data is already entered in another system. In that case, you have the option to import that data, but still be able to consolidate the data in this tool. Thanks for watching Practical IBP. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to drill down more into this particular topic, there is probably a playlist and more videos available.